This is detail section, then contact section, then cases, solutions, activities, like that. So many sections are there. So instead of you read field by field, is it possible to read a section? Let's say I want entire contacts. Yes, we have seen that one. Then display the data in the table format as well as block format we have seen. Then how to override the pages. Let's say if you don't want to display this page and have your own page, yes we can, and we have seen that. Okay, next in this page, so what is there? Account details and contacts are there. In between, if you want your own results. Right now contact details and account details are there. So in between, if you want your own details, we have seen how to do that. Next, if you see here, edit, delete, include, offline. These are the buttons right now. And if you want to have your own button, we have seen how to create and add the buttons. And when you click on the button, how to open your own component. These are the different steps we have seen. Now let's continue the same next steps. How to apply our styles. Let's say if you see here, yesterday we have created a page. Yesterday we have created a page. If you look at this, so Channa O3 we have created yesterday. Salesforce login.com. If you look at here, I'm just going to the page what we created yesterday. Apex / Channa O3. This is what we created yesterday. Okay. So if you look at here, and again you need to give the record information let me give the identifier. Let me give the identifier. If we are not giving the identifier, obviously yesterday I told you, you will be getting the empty. So this is what the one of the record identifier. So let me take this, and after question mark put ID is equal to identifier. This is also called as what? Query string. This is also called as query string. You see here, in general, after the URL, if you put question mark and add something, then that is called query parameters or query strings. It's not related to any Salesforce also. It's a generalized term. So after the URL, if you put question mark and then you add param is equal to value, param is equal to value like that, then those are called query strings or query parameters. So now I pass query parameter, that's nothing but the identifier. So now I got the results. If you look at here, I'm not able to apply my own styles. These are just coming from backend, or these are just the standard styles. I don't see any my own style. So how to apply our styles? That's the next thing. So therefore, next thing is that. So done with one error. What happened? Right?
Try again on the answer.
Yeah, I did. Okay. So let me take the documentation. This is where we are typing, and let me go to the coding. So if you look at here, so these are all the different steps we discussed in the previous sessions. Now the next thing is that how to apply our own styles. Okay, custom UI component. Let me put that. Title is custom UI component. That means what? How do we develop our own UI component? How do we develop our own UI component? So here, create a Visual Force page. The requirement is create a Visual Force page without, okay, sidebar, comma, show header, sidebar, comma, header, comma, and standard style sheet. I don't want standard style sheet. If you look at here, create a Visual Force page without sidebar, header, and standard style sheet. I don't want standard style sheet. If you look at here, the results whatever you are getting, these are coming from standard style sheet. So I don't want standard style sheet, and I would like to apply my own style sheet. Standard style sheet. Sure. And add your own styling with HTML and the CSS. So now let's see the example. So therefore next program is, if you look at here, these programs I'll share you. P12. Okay. Visual Force page with our own styling. Without Visual Force page with our own styling. Okay. Now if you see here, please look at here. Now I am creating a Visual Force page. Let me go here. So let me create here itself. So I said the first requirement is what? If you look at here, first requirement is don't have the sidebar, all these things. So I say sidebar is equal to false and header is equal to false. Now there is one more thing called don't use standard style sheet. So that means what? Standard style sheet is equal to false I need to make. Standard style sheet is equal to false I need to make. Now if I save this one, look at the difference. See, there is no style sheet. You got the difference. So if you see here, previously this is what we were having. Previously this is what we are having. That means by default, standard style sheet is equal to true. That's why we are able to get that output. That means whenever I say page block, then you are getting page block kind of look and feel. Whenever I say page block table, then you are getting page block table look and feel, all these things. Now, so that is default. That means standard style sheet default is true. That's why you don't see big difference. But now I am making standard style sheet as false. If you make standard style sheet as false, so you don't get any styles from the standard. So I think everyone knows what is the style sheet. Cascaded style sheet, CSS files. Everyone knows, right? So if you look at here, right now there are no styles. If no styles, this is how your data is, and it's not looking good at all. So now, how to apply your own style? That's the question. So let me remove this one. Let me remove this page blocks, all these things, and let me have some H1 tag. Let me have H1 tag. H1. So generality testing and generality testing. Then I am ending the H1. Please see the difference. Now if I click the save, then you will be getting generality testing. You will be getting generality testing. Okay. Now, so how do I apply my own stylings? How do I apply my own stylings? Now, let's say Apex page ends. After Apex page ends, you can write your own stylings. So use something called style. Style and ends with the style. So in between, you can define what is the style of that H1. I am saying body. Body is, let's say, font hyphen family. Font family I'm saying it as Arial. Arial. Semicolon. Next with H1 I am defining as color is equal to red. Color is equal to red. Now let me say this. So if you say this H1, that means H1 tab color is equal to what? Red. That means my Chenna Red is displaying the red color. Let's see whether it is displaying or not. Whatever. Markup document, markup in the document following root element must be well formatted. Line number 5 and line number 6. STYLE style. Boil. Open brace, close brace. Open brace, close brace. Style.
Sir, exclamatory you should be keep on in expression.
Where?
Within that flower bracket, yesterday we put some exclamatory.
No, this is not the expression.
Okay.
This is not the expression. This is CSS. This is not the dynamic content. This is the CSS. This is not the dynamic content. This is the CSS. So Apex page, these are all fine. This is working. Style, STYLE style. Then end style. Then I am saying font family. Is there any spelling mistake? H1 color. So let me just go it for one second. Salesforce styling sheet. Creating your own Salesforce style. Okay, look at here, this is different thing. Add style sheet and this now. Anyway, we will do this one in the next example. Yeah, if you look at here, what they are saying. Styling example. So Apex page, they are also getting from the XML. But here also you can have it. After style sheet, there is style sheet. That is, if you want to get from the XML resource. Okay, so Apex colon style sheet. Let me try this Apex colon style sheet. STUI style sheet. Then we end with the style sheet. But that is not for this one. No. So Apex says standard controller. This is not required. Anyway, that is not going to be a big thing for us. Okay, Apex page, blah 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 blah. Standard style sheet is equal to false. Then we apply H1 tag. H1 is equal to that one slash H1. Then we close the page, Apex page. After the closing page, even if you look at here, let me try keeping it inside the Apex page, because it's asking page is ended something. Yeah, done. So we should keep that inside the page. That's nothing more than that. So if you look at here, please observe here. So I did not do anything. I am trying to apply my own styles. So if you want to apply your own styles, first you define the tags. So once you define the tags, so if I am not applying this one, let me not to have this style. Click on save. So this is how it is looking. Okay. Now I am applying the tag. I am applying the style. So if you want to apply the style, you can define styles whatever you want. I said what font style is Arial and color is equal to red. Color is equal to red. Now look at the difference. So your font is now right now Arial and color is equal to red. Both are applied for this H1. For this H1. So this is how you can write the style sheet whenever you want. So let me repeat this again. So the requirement is what? If you look at the requirement, create a visual post without Salesforce and standard style sheet. So default standard style sheet is equal to true. And add your own styling to the HTML and CSS. So if you look at here, I am having a tag called H1 and this is how it is displaying. This is how it is displaying. Now I would like to apply styles for this one. If you want to apply styles for that, one second please. Okay, so if you want to apply your own stylings, then you need to use a tag called the style. You need to use a tag called the style. So inside the style, you can define whatever you want. So okay, body, okay, Arial, font family is Arial, then H1 color is equal to red I said. That's why you see, so Arial with the red color. That's how you can apply the color styles. Then the next thing is that, see this, the next point what I am trying to say is, that is about this one. So the next program is, okay, now I created the style sheet. If I create the style sheet here, assume that you or me working in the same project. Please visualize the requirement. Assume that you and me are working in the same project and I created the style sheet. And it is part of my program. Can you use this? you cannot use this. Please see the requirement. I created a style sheet. Fine. I created a style sheet. That's fine. Now, where I created in my program. If I create style sheet in my program, can you use it? You cannot use it. Again, you need to rewrite. That means if you want this style, then you need to write your own. Style sheets are not meant for like that. Style sheets, if once defined, all the developers should be able to use. The aim of the style sheet is, once they define, everyone should be able to use. Now, how do I keep this one as a global so that everyone can use in the project? Please see the difference. So here I created the style sheet in my program. If you create style sheet in your program, others cannot use it. If others want to use this style sheet, then keep this style sheet somewhere else. So where can we keep that, and how do I access, and how do you access? That's the next thing. So you can keep this style sheet in the static resources. So the requirement is keep or have style sheet in static resources. Have style sheet in static resources and access it. So once the moment I keep in the static resources, everyone can access that. Now let's see how do I keep that in the static resources and access it. So if you look at here, so please see this. Here there is a style sheet, I am just downloading it. Developers.styles. Yeah. So if you look at here, I would like to apply this style. You can also apply online. Let's try to apply online. So instead of these, what I am doing? First let me download and show you what is there in the style sheet. You need to have patience to look here and there. Instead of I write the style sheet, I am just downloading from the internet. Instead of I write, I am just downloading from the internet. Okay, let me download something. So let me save in the desktop. And let me close this tab. Now let me go here. That's what it is. Okay, so let me go here. So instead of this, you also have the style sheet in the internet, right? So let me show you how to use from the internet. Assume that there is a style sheet someone has published and you want to use it. If you want to use it, then you can use it like this. So instead of this, Apex style sheet, Apex style sheet, space, value is equal to, now you can put the URL. What is the URL? This is the URL. So in this, what is the CSS file? You can check that. In this URL, there should be some CSS file. Let's go and see what is the CSS file. This is what I downloaded. Downloaded is not very important, but it is there in the internet. Now let me extract it. Styles. So there is a style.css. There is something called a style.css. So let me use that in my coding. Let me use it in my coding. From styles / what is the file name? style style.css. So this is how you can use from the internet. Now try to apply, save. Whatever. So this is single quotes, not double quotes. Apex style sheet must follow with the, okay, so there is something wrong here, value. There is typo mistake there, there is a value. Yeah, thank you. So I am just saving now. Now look at the difference. See, it is applied. Generally testing. So if you look at here, Apex style sheet H1. Now you go and see what is the H1 in the style sheet. You go and see what is the H1 in the style sheet. Edit. If you see here, this is a style sheet someone written. I am just trying to use it. So if you look at here, this is what they defined as H1. This is what they defined as H1. So display type is block, width is this much of pixels, padding is this much, size is 18, and weight is this much, align is something, like that they have done something. So all these are applied. All these are applied. So that means what? I am trying to use from the internet. I am trying to use from the internet. So if you want to use from the internet, this is what the syntax is. So style sheet, then specify the value. So let me add this program also in your practice area. So instead of this, how to use the style sheet, or how to use style sheet which is available in internet. What do you want? Okay, how to use style sheet which is available in internet. So if you want to use something from the internet, just you need to specify that path. So I know, okay, so while searching, I just see that, okay, this is available in the internet. So I just use that path, then you need to specify the style sheet name also. That's how you get. Next, the next program is have style sheet in resources, static resources place and access it. Why I need to have in the static resources place? I just explain the requirement. So if you look at here, so in the previous example, so I applied styles in my program. If you apply styles in your program, then others cannot use it. If others want to use the style sheet, then put it in common place. Once you put it in the common place, everyone can access it. That's the requirement. Now, let's see how do we put in the static resources and how to access it. Please see this. Assume that this is the style sheet written by someone else. Assume that this is the style sheet written by someone else. Now, I would like to upload, or I would like to have this one in the resources, static resources place. And from there, I would like to access it. So therefore, go to here and go to setup. It is a two-step process. First thing is that you need to upload the resource or style sheet file in the resources place. Then the second step is you need to access it. So click on develop. These are all part of the development. So then there will be something called static resources. Look at here. Static resources. Now, you can click on new. That means I am trying to upload my own style. Okay, so give some name. What is the name? I would like to give file name is something Channa style sheet. That is the name I have given. Description you can give whatever you want. Then upload the file. So the style sheet file is available here. This is the file. So I am just uploading. So don't make it as private, make it as public, so that everyone can use. If you are making it as private, then you only can use. So just make it as public, then click on save. So the style sheet got saved. Now let me go and see whether my style sheet is available here or not. Okay, so static resources. So therefore, my style sheet is available. So this is the style sheet and this is the name. Fine. Now how to use this style sheet? If you want to use that style sheet, So this is what the syntax is. Let me copy and paste it because already syntax is available. Okay, now let me go and apply that. So now I would like to use the style sheet which is available in the where? In the static resources place. So therefore paste this. Okay, now I'm just trying to save. So now check for the errors. Static resource named. Yeah, obviously the name is what? So I have given the name is Channa style sheet. That is the name I have given. If you look at here while uploading, what the name I have given? I have given Channa style sheet. So that's what it is giving the error. Okay, now look at here. So it is applied. It is applied. So that means what? In the style sheet, this is what they define. So this much of font size, font weight, all these things are defined. That is how it is coming. Now any questions for this? So that's how you can apply the styles and all. This is very much important in the projects. Wherever you go, these are all will be there. So generally style sheet will be written by someone else and you will be using it. So if you want to use it, first thing is that go and upload in the static resources place. That means here. So once it is uploaded here, everyone can use these styles now. Everyone can use these styles now. Only thing is that Apex style, blah blah blah. Then you need to use URL for, then resource. If you look at here, for resource, I put a dollar symbol. What does it mean? For resources, before there is a dollar symbol. What does it mean? The meaning is, it is a global variable. For user, I was having dollar symbol. The meaning is, user was a global variable. The same way, for resource, I am having dollar symbol. That means it is a global variable. So therefore, you need to use global variable, then followed by the style sheet name, whatever you have given while uploading the style sheet. Then inside that style sheet, then what is the style sheet name? Style sheet name is style.css. And whatever defined in that style sheet, that will be applied here. Whatever defined in this style sheet, that is applied here. Whatever defined in the style sheet are applied here. That's all. Any questions in the style sheet? Please ask me now because I want to close this concept. Any questions? So 3 categories of style sheets we explained. First thing is that inbuilt style sheet. That means how to write my own style sheets in my program. Second thing is that let's say there are style sheets available in the internet. How to use it? We have seen. There are style sheets available in the internet and how to use it we have seen. The third thing is that instead of we have in our own program how to keep in static resources place so that everyone can use that. So that everyone can use it. That is what the third thing. So these are the 3 things in the resources, what is that? Applying styles programming. Any questions till now? Shiva, Supreet, Varsha, please ask me, else we can move to the next program. I need response. If you don't, if something you are not able to understand, let me know now itself because these are all very much important. Even yesterday, whatever I discussed, everything is important. Everything will be used in the projects. Varsha, Shiva, Supreet, you guys are there? Okay. Supreet, Shiva, Varsha. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and continue the next one. So the next thing is that, so that's about the style sheets. So if you want to practice, I'll send the style sheet also for you. so that I'll send this style sheet. I already just now downloaded. It's nothing. I just downloaded from the internet. Okay, you can also download it. If you don't want to download, not a problem. I can share this for your practice purpose. Okay. Now let's come back to here. Let's see the next requirement. The next requirement is, if you look at here, I have an account. Now, if I want to create a new account, I need to click on new. Now, if you look at here, in this accounts page, how many are mandatory? Only account name is mandatory. Everything is optional. Do you think that all these companies are using this? They may not use. Now the question is, how to create our own custom accounts adding page or accounts new page. Please see the requirement. This is a standard page. In this, plenty of fields are there. Do you think that all the companies are using all these fields? No, they may not. If we are not using all these fields, then what is the point of having all these fields here? So can I create my own page with a limited number of fields? Yes, you can. So therefore, let's see now how to create our own account new page or account adding page. So therefore, so the next thing is that inputting data with forms. Inputting data with forms. So the requirement is create a accounts. Okay, so create input form or input screen. Input screen, yeah, fine. Input screen using standard controller which provides record save. Standard controller. What is the standard controller I need to use here? I said from the accounts. So therefore, account is a standard controller. Okay, which provides record save and update functionality. So this is out of box. Out of the box. So what is the meaning of out of the box? So what is the meaning of out of the box? So if you see here, whatever Salesforce, that's nothing but part of the. If you are doing your own way, that's out of box. Now for creating a record, if you are using this screen, then this is part of Salesforce. If you are using your own screen, then that is nothing but out of box. I'm just repeating what is the meaning of out of box. For creating an account, if you are using this page, then it is like part of the Salesforce. If you are using your own page, then that's nothing but out of box. So therefore, requirement is what? I need to develop a screen which will allow me to add a record of type account and perform the save operation. So it's my own requirement, so therefore it's a out of box solution. So it's my own requirement, so therefore it is out of box solution. Create screen which allows adding account, adding new account. Create screen which allows adding new account. So that's the requirement. That means I need to create a screen which will allow to add the record. Now let me write the programming. So let's see this, how to create the form, how to have my own steps and all. So apex, colon, page, Then standard controller. What is the controller I need to use? Account. Then make sidebar is equal to false. All these things, these are required, not required. Or if you want to use it, use it. Let's have this, not a problem. So Apex page. Apex page. Okay. So the next thing is that I need to create a form. So these are all coming, it's not looking good. So let me make it as sidebar is equal to false and header is equal to false. So header is equal to false, right? So header is equal to false. So it's looking good now. So this is what the page is. Now I need to have a form. I need to create offline form because I need to save the record. Please remember this, whenever you want to save data into the database, you require something called form type. So I am using the form. So inside the form, Apex form. So inside the form, what I need? Apex colon. So if you look at here, what is the mandatory field to save the record? Account name is the mandatory field. So therefore, so I need to enter account name. So that's why I am saying Apex input field. Apex input field. So value is equal to where, from where I can get, or to where I need to pass. I need to pass to, yesterday I discussed this one. Account is the object, then name is the field. That's where I need to pass. So if you look at here, input field. So this is nothing but the input field. That means I need to have a field like this. Then value. This value will go to where? Accounts object, and internally the name of this field is name. That's why I am using that. That's why I am using that. Okay, now you can click the save and you can see the difference. So input field is equal to that one. So you got this one. Apex input field is equal to this one. Then accounts dot name. So you got the input field. Now if you enter something, here, then it will share the record. So therefore, I need to have a button called save. I need to have something called button called save. Apex colon command button. There is something called command button. Then action is equal to what? Action is equal to, I am saying, action is equal to save. Please remember this, action is equal to save. Then button name I need to give something. Value is equal to, so let's say this is save. Then value is equal to Channa save button. Something you can give. So now see this? Yeah, you got the button also. Now look at here. When I click the save, whatever you enter here will be saved in the database. But did I write the logic to save the record into the database? No, I did not write. Then how it is doing? This is doing because I am using action is equal to a expression, runtime expression, or I have used something called explanatory then followed by save. This is nothing but the standard action coming from the account object. That means what? Already there is a save operation defined here. Already there is a code written for the save operation here. I would like to use the same one. That's what the meaning is. So from the account object, whatever save operation is there, please use the same. That is what the meaning of this one. So that's why I can able to do the save. Otherwise I need to write my own logic to do the save. Now let me enter Channa account 1 and click on save. So it is saved. Now let me go and see whether I got the record or not. Accounts object, view all accounts. Let's look at whether I got the record or not. Channa account 1. Please look at this. You got it. That's how you can create your own forms. That's how you can create. And so now for new button, see, whenever we click on the new, we are getting this one, right? Now you know how to, instead of this form, you know how to attach this one. Yesterday I showed you. Instead of this form, you know how to get that. Apex slash CHENA Channa O3. Now this is the form, right? So instead of this form, you can attach this form. So it is also able to save the record. Now any questions on this? Any questions on this? So here the point is, every standard controller automatically provides save and update methods. So therefore here you use what? This one. Performs save operation. Performs save operation. That's it. Okay, now, so if you look at here, please see the requirement. You need to connect the requirements. It's not like just directly jumping here and there. So now let me have this program for your practice here. Now let's look at for the next requirement, P16. The next requirement is if you look at here, I just have a simple text box here. How do I know that I need to enter the account name? Please look at here. I'm just having a simple text box here. How do I know that if you look at here, in the standard form it is very clear. Account name is equal to this one. Okay. Parent account is equal to this much. Like that there are labels. But here I don't have the label at all. Here I don't have the label at all. So how do I have the labels? How do I have the labels? And I would like to have page block sessions here. So instead of displaying in this all these things, let me display in the page block session so that it will look neat. Nicely. So therefore, standard control is equal to this much. Then I am trying to apply something called Apex page block. Okay, so now let me try to have something Apex page block. Okay, so Apex colon page block. Apex page block. Then inside the page block, what will be there? Page block section will be there. Apex colon page block section. So you can give some names if you want. So if you look at here, if you save it, so you don't see the names. So let me give the name. Title as title is equal to value. Let me give something. Let's say Channa page block section. TITLE is the spelling. So I got the page block session title, page block session. So inside the page block session, what will be there? So you can add whatever you want. So let me add something, Apex colon. Now, so series, please observe here. I would like to add account name. I would like to add account name. Also, I would like to add some more fields. Thank you. Go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So account name. So if you look at here, this is one field. I would like to add some more fields. let me add one more field called where is that industry. Let me add the industry and let me add the type also. I would like to add 3 fields or 2 fields are fine. Just for practice only, right? So let me add 2 fields. Okay. So therefore apex colon input field. Let me make it as input field. Input field is equal to value is equal to. So from where I need to have the input field? I would like to have this input field. So I would like to have this input field. So therefore, you can directly have it as you need to put in the double quotes colon account dot name. Now click on save. Now you will see what happened. So it must be account form. So let me put it in the form. So there is no form here, so therefore let me put it in the form. Apex colon form, and the end here, end the form. Whenever you say input field and all, so it is expecting the form. So I am ending the form here. Click on save. So now you are good. But see, look at here. Exactly whatever there here, you got it. So the meaning is that, so you have the form, all these things you are good. Then I just create a page block session and I just given some title. Next, inside that, I said apex input field of what? I want input field of type of this one. Of type of this one. So therefore, whenever you specify value is equal to value coming from where? Account dot name. So it's not only brings the value, it also brings the corresponding the label. So now it's very formatted way. Now let me have one more field called what? Apex colon input type. If you see here, input field. So value is equal to, which one we would like to have now? You can have it something called, you can have whatever you want. You can tell me what you want. Phone, rating, account number, phone number, let's have phone number. Let's have phone number. Account dot phone. Now click on save. Now phone number also came. So therefore, whatever here, that will come. Let me put it as, let me instead of this, let me put it as type. Now see the difference. Now see the difference. So if you look at here, type is what? Drop down. If you look at here, type is what? Drop down. See, you got the drop down. That is the greatness here. So you no need to write anything. This is how the smart way of programming. See, even though company asks you to develop your own page, I mean, don't spend too much of time to develop your own way. Because already there is a way to access the standard fields also. Already there is a way to access the standard fields also. This is the way. Now, I did not create any radio button. I did not write logic to pull all these things. See, if you want to do from scratch, then you need to write the logic to pull all these things. Instead of this, you can use the account object or account controller. From the account controller, get them type. So whatever type is available here, the same thing you are trying to access here. Okay, that's how you can make all these stuffs. So type, that's fine. Next, so after entering this, I would like to have what? I would like to have a command button. So apex colon command button is equal to action. Action is equal to what? I would like to perform save. I would like to perform save operation. Save operation. Then what is the value I need to have? value is equal to, let me have it as, okay, can save button. So click on save. Now you will be getting the button. Yeah, you got the button. Now you can enter something, account to account to, then go here and select the type. Type is something, let's say customer direct something, then click on save. So it is going to perform the save operation. Now let me go and see whether I got the record here or not. View all the records. View all the records. See, I got the record. And see, type also came. So previously type and all not there, so now type also came. So that's how you can do the programming. So therefore, what is the title of this one? Create screen which allows adding new record but new record comma have label names, have or display field labels in the form, field labels in the form. So that means what I am trying to do is, I am just trying to write the requirement. So if you look at here, I want the field labels names. So these are the field labels names. So previously it was not there, so now we are having. So if you want to do that one, then this is the programming. This is the programming. Now next requirement is, please understand the requirement before we start the programming. That is how it is very simple. The next requirement is, let's say, again, let's say account number. I am not entering account number and I click on save. What happens? See, you are getting the error. See, you are getting the error. Okay, because here is the validation. Whatever validation is available here, that validation applies. Here already there are validations. I already explained how to do the validations in the objects level. So here there is a validation, that validation is applied here also. Now, if I am not entering type, is it going to give warning? Is it going to give error? No. So I would like to make, okay, if you look at here, this is a mandatory, but this is not mandatory at object level. But I would like to make this is also mandatory through coding. So how do I do? So after this object, make something called apex colon. Apex colon. There is something called the page error. Page error. Apex colon. Page message. Yeah, page message. Now click on save. Missing required attribute severity. So it is asking something called the severity. So therefore, severity is equal to, let's say, high. So it is asking something called severity. Let's say high. Now look at here. I click on save. High. Now click on save. So I enter the account name, then click on save. It is allowing to save. It should not allow to save. Okay, so right now it is allowing to save because of the reason is let me say instead of 5. So what are the different attributes we have? So details, escape, ID, severity, strength, summary, title. So objects, severity, let's say info. Let's say severity is equal to info. Now click on save. Now enter this mandatory field. Click on save. Split is going. Okay, so let's see. Let's apply for the apex colon 1003. So instead of for this, let me apply for the account name because the reason is it should be mandatory field. Account name itself I am applying. So right now, if you are clicking on this, enter. You must enter a value. That is what it is coming. Now let me apply for this. Yeah. Okay. Now click on save. Severity is issue. Let me just Google for 1 minute. Salesforce space page messages. Salesforce affects page messages. So this is how you can also look for the messages whenever you want. So if you look at here what is trying to say. Sign button is equal to save something, blah 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 blah. Affects form. So here page messages here. If you look at here, you just apply the page messages. Yeah. Now I no need to type all these things. Let me go here. Let me say page messages. Directly end this. Now see. This page message or messages. Yeah, page messages, that's it. So page messages is the tag. So now click on save. Look at what happens. See, you got this one. You understand what I am trying to say? So let me apply these page messages for the type also. Okay, click on save. So mine is saved. Now click on save button. Look at here, that's also the greatness. It is by default saying account type is mandatory, account name is mandatory, all these things. So you will be able to display the error messages like this. You will be able to display the error messages like this. You must enter the value. See, that's what somehow you need to learn the Google, how to Google. It's not like, okay, I'll write the programming. Yes, you can write the programming, but how many you can remember? Searching from the Google and understanding something and applying here is also very much important. Right, Suprit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is how you can apply the error messages. So therefore, requirement is what? Requirement is what? How to apply how to apply or how to display warn or error messages. Warn or error messages. So how to display warn or error messages. If you look at here, so in accounts tab, account name is, in accounts tab, account name is mandatory. So display error message if not entered. Display error message if not entered. Okay, here also if you want you can write down. If account name not entered, then display error message. That's it. Then display error message. So how do we do this? I just now shown. So you need to use something called error messages. So if you are using error messages, then this kind of error message will be popped up. This is coming from where? This is coming from object level validation. I already shown you how to do object level validation. Do you remember or not? Object level validation, when we created the Salesforce objects like invoice statement, merchandise, all these things, I shown you how to display this kind of error messages. Now, so how to display this kind of error messages? Through programmatically. So this is what you can use. Apex page messages you can use. Apex page messages you can use. That's all about this one. Next thing is that reusing the templates. Maybe we can talk about reusing the templates tomorrow. That is also a very much important point. Tomorrow we'll see how to reuse the templates because it will take minimum 20 minutes. Then how to write custom components. Then we need to see how to build a custom UI. Creating public pages and some architectures we need to understand. With that I think we are good with the Salesforce. So I am targeting to complete the Visualforce by this week. Once we complete the Visualforce by this week, then we need to start the Apex, all these things. So let's recollect what we have done today. What are the steps we have done today? Let's recollect what are all we have done today. What you would like to talk about? So we have seen how to create style. So how to create styles within the program. Next, assume that there are styles available in the internet and how to use it we have seen. Then how to have styles in the resources, static resources. That's nothing but what? So once resources available in the static place, everyone can use it. So how to place the resources in the static resources and access the styles we have seen. Okay, next we have seen how to create a input data or how to create a inputting data form and how to create a input data form for the accounts object and how to save the record we have seen. So in the first methodology we don't see the label names. Next, in the second way we have shown you or you have seen how to get the input fields, all these things with the labels, with page block and all, so that it looks nice. The last one is how to display the error or warning messages. That means if you see in the accounts object, account name is mandatory. So if something is not entered, I would like to display the warn message. So these are all the different terms we have seen today. Tomorrow we will see how to create the templates. So let me brief why we need templates. So if you look at here, let's take the Salesforce object. So if you look at here, I am showing let's say leads object. I am in the leads object right now. Is my topic changed? That means is this area is changed? No. I'm in the context object now. Is this changed? No. I'm in a forecast object now. Is my top or sidebar changed? No. Now the question is, lead, campaign, account, all these things are developed by a single developer? Obviously no. Let's say leads is developing by Supreet and I am developing accounts and Shiva is developing contacts. So if multiple developers are involved and everyone is having the same header and the same sidebar, how it is possible? Because of the reason is we will be using templates for this. That means this header, this sidebar, I'll put it in the template. Then when I do the coding, I just use the template. When Supreet is doing, Supreet just use the template. When Shiva is doing, Shiva just use the template. So that there will be no difference between Supreet, Shiva and me. That's how the template helps. That means what? In the web page or in the website, there are certain steps which you need to use which you need to reuse. If you are reusing it, then make that reusing steps in the template so that you can reuse whenever you want. So therefore, let's see how to create some kind of template and how to reuse in many places. That's about the templates. Next, we also need to see how to create custom components. That means what? So if you look at here, so this is like a text box. How to create your own text box? See, text box is very easy to create because if you use the Apex input field, then you will be getting the text box. But how to create my own text box? That is important. So these are all the steps we need to see. So that's all about this one. So these are all things we will see tomorrow. If you have any questions, ask me. Otherwise, you can stop. Any questions? Any questions?
No, good one.
Shiva, Varsha, any questions? Uma, please try to practice because it is easy to understand, but after some days if you read it, then you may forget so many things. That's why I am giving the notes also maximum. I am trying to put the program, I am trying to write the hints here. And anyway, you will be having obviously the tutorials. So I think you are good to remember, or you have good resources to remember. And the final thing is that please do the smart search, not the hard search. You know how to search quickly and how to get the results quickly. That is very much important. Okay, that's all. Thank you.